going on, Jerome's? Vikings in London. That's right. Vikings over in London trying to avenge what happened in Ireland, Bigarla. And the Vikings have done fairly well over in the UK. Sure. 4-0 for Mike Yeo in London. Hopefully make it 5-0 at Tottenham Stadium. Right. And the Vikings, it's going to be tough. Like, the Browns are no pushover. The Browns, I was going to say allegedly beat, but they beat the brakes off the Packers. Muscusi, Jordan Love throwing an interception. Grant Delpit up 10 with 2 minutes ago. Something like that. Anyways, but it's going to be a tall order. Myles Garrett, even though he's been listed as limited with that ankle, he's going to be good to go. So it's going to be a big-time game for a big-time team. Get to 3-2, into the bye, freaking heal up, and go from there, man. All right, so here are keys for the Vikings to get a win on Sunday. Number 1, makeshift offensive line. Please, for the love of everything that's holy, please do something. So this is the offensive line that we're looking at for Sunday. Darisaw, jumping Joe Huber, UDFA, out of University of Wisconsin. Stupid Badgers, don't judge him. But also Cincinnati, we'll go with Bearcat Joe Huber. Blake Brandel at center. He's never played a down of center before in the NFL preseason, or in college, but what could go wrong? Will Fries remains. And then Justin School. What's wrong with Walter Rouse? Because you know how bad Justin School will be. Apparently, Rouse is deemed to be worse than that. It's no Gouda, right? And then you have a bunch of practice squad players. Percher, the international pathway guy, I think he's Italian. He's a German dude who's from Italy, if that makes sense. Henry Bird could be in the mix. Vershawn Lee actually has center experience, but he's a UDFA. Matt, well, let's go crazy. But Jackson, Kelly, Jurgens, O'Neal, no Gouda. No, well, I guess Jurgens miraculously could go, but probably not, depending on what happens today in practice. But they got to do something. And it is going to be tough because, pun intended, the Browns defense is a bunch of dogs. Mason Graham looks like a legitimate star. Malik Collins having a nice renaissance. Of course, you got Myles Garrett, who's going to be moving all across the formation. I mean, Carson Schwarzenegger's, man, it's a really good pick. So, buckle up the chin strap, got to get after things. And you look at teams like the greasy grimy Green Bay Packers, you look at the Cowboys, you look at 49ers Rams right now. Banged up offensive lines, and somehow they're still able to do something, as opposed to which has been at times during the Viking season so far. So makeshift offensive line, got to do something, right? And also run the ball quick game. So trying to alleviate the pressure on Carson Wentz. And it's so frustrating about the Steelers game. The quick game was there. Running the ball was there. Jordan Mason still ripping off 4.8 yards per carry. And yes, the Browns defense, it's legit. It's really legit. The number 1 defense in yards allowed, and number 1 against the run as well. You know, top 5 in EPA, top 5 in pressures, top 5 in everything, right? So that is going to be tough. And, of course, they are going to be crowding the line of scrimmage. They're going to be trying to take away the quick game and the run game too. But you still have to do it, right? Because the last thing that you want is Carson Wentz on these 5- and 7-step drops with this as the offensive line. And also, who says that these 5 can't be productive? Who says that Joe Huber's not a diamond in the rough? Who says that center's actually not Blake Brandel's natural position? Who says Justin School? All right. But who says they can't get something done? And guess what? As bad as this mishmash offensive line has been, they could actually run block. They've actually been pretty damn solid this year on the ground. So in a game that's going to be ugly, it's going to be a rock fight, you have to establish things early and often. And also getting Carson Wentz in a rhythm, getting your playmakers the football, it's going to be crucial. Number 3, Myles Garrett's public enemy number 1. So sort of inverse of, taking away the offense's best player, anyone but Myles Garrett. All right, and Garrett generally lines up at that right defensive end spot. So squaring off against left tackle, Darisaw against Myles Garrett's going to be a hell of a battle, man. But given how bad the Vikings offensive line is banged up, I wouldn't be shocked if they move Myles Garrett all over the place. A gap, B gap, left side of the defense. So wherever he goes, protection needs to slide, needs to be identified. As opposed to 49 is the mic, 95 is the mic. Know where he is at all times and then adjust the protection around him. Number 4, Josh Oliver is the most important Viking. And as weird as that sounds, you're like, well, Darisaw, well, Jefferson, well, blah, blah, blah. But no, Josh Oliver truly is. Because honestly, what the Vikings should do is they should have Oliver be the starting tight end. He should play every single snap as the sixth offensive lineman, right? Generally on Darisaw's side. Now, Darisaw doesn't need the chip, but also you're going to take the help, right? Or if Darisaw feels good to go, put him on school side. Actually, I like the latter idea better. Put him on Justin school side so that there's basically six offensive linemen. You're going to have to dumb down and simplify the passing game. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Have Josh Oliver be that sixth offensive lineman. Also lead the way in the running game. It's going to be important. Next up, number 5, Jordan Addison legacy game. So I kind of like this angle because Denzel Ward, when he's healthy, knock on all the wood, is one of the best cover corners in the NFL. Truly is, right? Greg Newsome popped up on the injury report nursing a hamstring issue. And guess what? Denzel Ward's going to be following around Justin Jefferson. So Greg Newsome, Pride of Northwestern, up against Jordan Addison, looked good in his first game. Shouldn't have gotten run down by Peyton Wilson. It is what it is. But Addison, I think, has a chance to go boom, boom. Yeah. And also the Browns going to be crowding the line of scrimmage, trying to take away Jordan Mason, going to be playing some single high. I feel like Addison has a chance to get loose. But, of course, you have to be able to protect Carson Wentz to have time to find number 3. Free three downfield, because Jefferson is not only going to get Ward, he's probably going to get 1 or 2 extra defenders as well, which is perfectly fine. Bring it. Next up, number 6. Welcome Bruno Mars to the NFL. Uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. As in Florida's defense is going to absolutely funk up Gabriel. Ooh, baby, I love your way. Dillon Gabriel, welcome to the National Football League. And the Browns are going to try... Basically, the Browns are going to try to run the same offense as the Vikings. They want to run the ball. They want to do the quick game. And that's Gabriel's wheelhouse. Just getting rid of the football quick at or near the line of scrimmage, definitely within 10 yards. And that's basically what they're going to try and do. Plus, Judy, Bond is starting to come into his own, as well as Njoku. Fannin is really solid tight in the backfield. So, they have lined up at H-back sometimes too, but I think Njoku gets traded before the deadline, and then Fan just takes over. But Brian Flores against a rookie quarterback, let's go. Let's go, man. So take away everything, make him play left-handed, which is a bad turn of phrase because he actually is left-handed. So maybe not. Anyways, next up, number 7, Judkins. As much as Myles Garrett is public enemy number 1 on defense, Judkins is their number 1 on offense. Anyone but Judkins, right? And stack the box, run fills, actually tackle, rally to the football. Don't play hero ball. Just do your job and take care of number 10 because he is a load, man. Like, he is a powerful runner. He's fast. He's quick. He's a chain mover that you cannot allow to take over the game. Right, and he's done that very quickly. So just basically stack the box and dare Dillon Gabriel to beat you. That's what the Vikings are going to need to do on Sunday. Number 8, someone be a hero. So we said don't play hero ball, but someone be a hero. 2 very different things. So someone has to step up and make a big-time play. And obviously Isaiah Rodgers definitely did that week 3. We're going to need that week 4. We're talking about a punch-out. We're talking about a strip sack. We're talking about a scoop and score. We're talking about a pick 6 off of a rookie quarterback. We need that. Also, it's high tide for Jonathan Grenard 3-sack game. Can we do that? Can we get that going? Because offensive line-wise for the Browns, if we can bring up the right graphic. So they traded for Cam Robinson from the Texans, and they're starting him in all likelihood. Jack Conklin, the veteran, watching Gabriel's blind side, is banged up. So I feel like the Vikings can certainly get some pressure off of the edge, right? And just get after him, please. Please, we need to be 3-2. Please. 2-3 would be no good. Number 9, cleanup penalties. 37 penalties in 4 games, 18 pre-snap, just sloppy, undisciplined football, and they got to work all these things out. And that comes down to Kevin O'Connell, that comes down to Flores, that comes down to leadership. Lastly, number 10, special teams be special. So this figures to be a low-scoring game. The over-under is 35.5. I kind of like the under a lot. So Obviously, special teams is going to be important. Will the throw record, making kicks in from Liverpool, in Tottenham Stadium. No, Watford, I guess, would be a better joke. Yeah. Anyways, also Ryan Wright field position. Hey, Ryan Wright, stop being wrong. Also, hey, Miles, come on, Miles Price, can we pop a return one time? Coach Hat, let's pop one. Let's be heroes today. Woo. That's right, man. Because honestly, first touchdown is going to win this game. And that's not hyperbolic. I truly believe that. All right, final score prediction. New York's hottest club is spicy. I feel like this is a get-right game for the defense, specifically the run defense. I feel like they almost have to be reminded, Get run on by the Falcons, look good against the Bengals. Get run on by the Steelers, look good against the Browns. And this Browns defense is no joke. And I do think that the offense is able to get things going. I do think, especially since they're dropping a safety down in the box, cover one, Jordan Addison gets loose. I think Jefferson's going to be blanketed, but him being, don't say like decoy, but him taking attention away from everyone else is going to open things up. And then all of a sudden when they pay attention to everyone else, Jefferson's just going to hit him with a dagger in the second half. So I feel like the Vikings do get out of here with a nice little win, heading to the bye, flying high at 3-2. Vikings 20, Browns 6. Under's pretty comfortable. Yeah. So 3-2 into the bye, and then everyone gets healthy for the love of Christ, my Ron. And then all of a sudden, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, the alleged reigning defending Super Bowl champions. J.J. McCarthy is back. Shock the world, little country girl. That's what we're doing, man. Anyways, that's it. Vikings-Browns previewed. 10 keys of victory. What are your keys? Let us know. Comment section. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol. Production value.